Hi, business owners. Are you overwhelmed right now? It's kind of a silly question, right? As entrepreneurs and small business owners, when we wear all the hats or many hats in our business, it's easy to feel overwhelmed because we're doing all the things. So, what can we do to get rid of that feeling of being overwhelmed once and for all? Hi, I'm Jennifer Drago. I'm the CEO of Peak to Profit, where we help entrepreneurs launch and grow their business so that they can generate revenue, increase profits, work fewer hours, and amplify the impact that they have in the world. I love helping entrepreneurs get further faster using my 30 years of corporate experience as a strategy and operations executive. And today I'm going to share some tips around ditching overwhelm once and for all. So the first thing that we need to do is recognize that when you're feeling overwhelmed, it's because there's not a prioritization of the tasks that need to be done. So I'm going to give you some tips around that. But first and foremost, when it comes to being overwhelmed in your business, one of the quickest ways to get out of that feeling of being overwhelmed is to create a business vision where you want to take your business over the next 3 years. And we have a freebie that I'll link to in the show notes that help you to do that. When you create that vision, that becomes your destination of where you want to take your business. And then your goals are the roadmap each and every year that you use to guide yourself toward that destination. So when you have a clear vision and clear business goals, you can actually then have something as a yardstick, a measurement stick, to measure your daily task by. Am I working on a task that achieves the goal that moves my business forward? Let's face it, there are so many things vying for our attention in our business, especially if we're trying to be present on social media, and what a time suck that can be if we don't treat it correctly. So having those clear vision and goals to head toward really helps us prioritize those tasks, which then kind of eliminates the overwhelm. So that's step one. Step two involves getting things out of your head, especially if you're a business owner, but you have responsibilities at home, you're raising children, you have a family, you're in charge of the home, you have to make meals, you have to go grocery shopping, right? There's a lot of tasks that swim around in our head. Well, let's face it, our brain is not intended to be a garbage dump. So we really need to dump everything out of our brain and get it onto paper or into an electronic document like a spreadsheet or a Word doc. You pick the format that works best for you, but the bottom line is you got to get those things out of your head. When they're swimming around, it's no doubt we can't focus on one thing because we're always thinking about, oh, am I supposed to be doing this? Am I supposed to be doing this? Oh, I forgot Aunt Bertha's birthday this week. So get everything out of your head onto a piece of paper. I like to form two lists, a personal to-do list and a professional to-do list. But on that professional to-do list, then you can easily see what things do I need to do each and every day that are aligned with those goals, that yardstick that we've put in place, so that we know if we're truly prioritizing the right things. Because that's one of the ways we get out of overwhelm is we pick the things that we're gonna work on, we work on the most important things, and that's it. And we put everything else out of our mind. So that's tip 3, which is put the blinders on. So once you have a plan and you know where you're headed, you know what you have to do every day to get there, put the blinders on and only focus on the important tasks of the day. And ideally you should have about 3 important business tasks each day, probably no more, because if you're generating brain power to work on those things, our brain has limited productivity and creativity each and every day. So keep it limited, but then put the blinders on. A couple other things that you can do to help keep your mind clear is to clear your mind and your body through activities that help to keep you focused and keep your mind calm. And so those things would be like movement every single day. You pick the movement. You get to do what you want. A walk in nature can be particularly helpful. Meditation can be helpful, journaling, any of those mindfulness activities, even breath work, taking some time to mindfully breathe throughout the day, those can really keep our mind calm and focused, which again helps us move outside the overwhelm. And then another tip that can help you is having a business coach or having an outside person to talk through your priorities with. Sometimes an objective eye can really help you better prioritize what's important, both in your personal life, but also in your business life. You would be amazed the impact that a business coach can have on your life. And a good coach will coach you not only on business strategy, but will look at aspects of your personal life because they're intertwined. We can't get away from that. And so, for example, how you care for yourself and your body impacts how you work in your business. And then one final thing I would say about reducing overwhelm is to remove the distractions. So once you put the blinders on and you're ready to work, get the distractions out of your way. And stay away from shiny object syndrome. So some ways that you could do that is make a commitment to yourself that you're not going to overconsume content. Give yourself a limited time to do that. When it's time to work, turn off all your notifications. In fact, keep that cell phone out of the room completely. But you can stay off social media, stay out of your email, put your phone on airplane mode, take it out of the room completely. Go into an office or a room where you can be alone to truly focus, shut the door, make a commitment or an agreement with your children and your spouse about the time that you need to work on your business. Removing the distractions really will help you keep those blinders on and keep focused on what's most important. So, to recap, when you have a clear vision and roadmap for your business, you have then priorities that you can measure all of your tasks against to see if it's truly important that you undertake that work. When you're ready to undertake that work, put the blinders on, remove your distractions, stop over consuming content. In fact, stop consuming content if you already know what you need to work on, and get to work, get it done. For an objective look, an extra person, business partner, another leader in your business, or a business coach can help you perhaps get further faster. So I hope you've enjoyed this content. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you'll always be notified of new content from Peak to Profit.